the middle. They're my why, they're my reason. They're the reason why I wake up every single day and fight, because tomorrow's never promised. So you gotta live every day to the fullest and don't waste any time going beast mode with your team. So my little Adeline, she's my favorite, so she's the only one I want a video. So she says something every morning to me and my wife. And I'm just gonna play it to you, what she says. And she always wears cool little outfits like this, like football helmets and Nerf guns and shoots us and all kinds of other stuff. But this is the things that she says to me every single morning.
Time to get your butt up, time to go beast mode.
I wanna play it one more time. One more time.
Time to get your butt up, time to go beast mode.
It's time to get your butt up and go beast mode. She says it to me every day because she knows I need to go beast mode every single day to build my business. So are you gonna turn that beast mode on from here on out? I'm gonna say that one more time. Are you gonna turn that beast mode on from here on out? See, the thing is, some of you are not fully committed. You're not even fully sold out to the vision of what you saw today. Some of you might be sitting in the back questioning if you could really do this. Some of you are even saying, there's no way I can even speak like they do. There's no way I can make even money like they do. But the thing is, when you feel like quitting, is when you need to turn the beast mode on even more. See, the thing is, we're our biggest critic. I'm sure I'm gonna walk off this stage and say, dang it, that was the worst training ever. Because we're our biggest critic. And there's gonna be things that I'm gonna forget to say during this presentation. And I'm like, dang it, there was this one thing that I said about my wife, there's an Asian joke, and I forgot to say it. It happens. It happens. Because it's so amazing to be in this room with each and every one of you because you made sacrifices, because you had the proper mindset to be here. You believed in yourself to empower your team to go to new heights, to be able to achieve certain things. And I'm sorry, my translators, I'm fired up right now, so I might speak a little faster. You just gonna have to talk a little faster. You got to translate a little faster. Sorry for all my translation people out there, but we're going beast mode right now. So right now, you're sitting in the room and you're wondering, there's four types of people. There's the cop-outs. These are the people that have no goals and make no decisions and they think they're gonna make it to the top. Like they're praying for a dream and a wish, but you gotta execute. Some of you are reading books, some of you are doing personal development every single day, but let me be honest with you. Your right foot is your personal development. Your left foot is your action. What happens if I constantly do personal development? What am I doing right now? I'm just going in circles, I ain't going anywhere. You gotta take action. You gotta take action with everything that you learned today, with all the amazing analysis, the new products, the promos, and you gotta apply it to the people that are not here. There's people that you wish were here right now hearing all this information, true or not true? And you're wishing, oh my God, this is the talk that they need to hear most. It's so crazy because y'all made the sacrifice to be here because you understood what you would receive from this event. You knew that it was gonna light another fire underneath you. This is the checkpoint. You ever played that video game where every 30 seconds the game's over if you don't hit that checkpoint? This is the checkpoint. We have 2 a year. Everybody is part of the advisory council, equity council that's hitting ranks, that's been in the industry, they don't miss events. So if you want to be the rank they're at, then what do? You show up to events because your team will do what you do, not what you say. For instance, let's see how close you pay attention to me real quick. Make a circle. Make a circle. Put even the cool kids. I know we got some really new cool kids in the group. Put the circle out. Put that circle on your forehead. I can see y'all. You put that circle on your forehead. Put that circle back in front of you. Put that circle on your nose. Put that circle back in front of you. Put that circle on your cheek. Put that circle on your cheek. See, some of you put it on your chin and I said cheek. Because you're doing what I said, what I did, not what I said. So I can tell you what to do, but if I'm not leading by example, you're not gonna do it. So I hate people that speak from the stage, but they don't lead in the field. I'm not looking for a tour guide. I'm not looking for a travel agent. I'm looking for a tour guide. I'm looking for somebody who's been to the top and to take me to the top and show me the path. Stop telling people, quit micromanaging your team and get in the trenches with them. And lead by example. Let me see your name on the leaderboard. Let me see you at the top. Let me see you walk the stage. You deserve to be on stage, and your voice should deserve to be heard. Your testimony needs to be heard. See, the thing is, for all my single parents out there right now, they're facing challenges right now. They're having to find babysitters for their kids. I've been there. I literally come home, and my daughter and my son are in the baby crib, and I don't know how long they were sitting there. I literally had to go through this phase of joining network marketing when I was a single dad having full custody of my 2 kids. My back was against the wall. I could have failed, I could have fallen, I could have gave up, I could have been depressed, I could have had people feel sorry for me, but I came out swinging. I dusted myself off, and I got up, and I kept moving forward. And that's what you gotta do. Just because you're in hell doesn't mean you have to stay there. Keep moving forward. You got to keep pushing. Law of attraction, something will eventually give if you keep moving. See, cop-outs, you'll never get anywhere. You get in where you fit in the queue, and I love that. Don't get me wrong. But if you want to actually walk the stage and collect some of these checks like these young individuals right here do in front of me right now, you're going to have to make a little bit of sacrifices. You got to start going all out. See, the holdouts, they have beautiful dreams, but they're afraid to respond to the challenges because they aren't sure if they can make it. Who's afraid of reaching success? Don't be bashful, it's okay, I was. Because I was scared to take on that type of responsibility, because more money means more problems. The only way you make more money is you become a problem solver. I knew there was gonna be times I'm gonna have to level up, I'm gonna have to go to new heights, I'm gonna have to elevate my thinking so I can go to new heights. I knew there was gonna be things and tasks I'll have to learn and get out of my comfort zone and get comfortable doing it. See, there's going to be tasks where your team needs to see you lead instead of you passing the torch to somebody else. They want to see you on stage talking. Eventually, hopefully the next year or two, I'm not doing this anymore. I hope I'm sitting back there cheering you on, being your biggest cheerleader, because the biggest cheerleader wins the biggest. I don't want to be in a business where I'm constantly always working, because now I'm just an overplayed employee. I don't want the system to own me. I want to own the system. I want to get my teammates up here. See, dropouts, they start to make their dreams come true. They know their role, they set their goals, but they quit when the going gets tough, and they look for success on the clearance rack of life. They run for the problems. They're scared of them tough conversations. I hate to tell you this, but there's going to be tough conversations said, and you're going to have to pick up a phone call. Ring, ring, ring. Miss Mel, I know you're all the way in Australia, but I got some bad news. They're pulling hemp from Australia. Man, ring, ring, ring. It's Tanya Casanovas. Man, it's taking about 2 months for shipping because of COVID. We gotta do the best we possibly. You think that there's a mindset in Australia and Canada and some of the other markets? Like, we have it easy in the United States. And we gripe and complain about the little things. It's the little things that makes the biggest difference. What type of challenges do you think these individuals had to go through to get to where they're at? Or even actually sacrifice to be away from their family to fly 30 hours across the country to be here with you. You give them a round of applause real quick. That's huge. Shipping ain't as cheap as it is here. Prices take longer to get there. They face challenges on a daily basis. But we want to cry about our product showing up in 3 days. Or we want to talk about that joke that Mr. Jake Spencer said on the live, and I didn't think it was that funny. Letting the little things derail you. And you're setting the tone for your team. For instance, I've heard conversations, oh my gosh, my volume dropped by 20,000 this month. I'm not in momentum anymore. That's the focus of your conversation with your new team right now? What type of red flags are you throwing up right now? You should be talking about the conference and all the exciting rollouts and where you're going, not what your current situation is. You're MLM talking to me right now. You're not business talking to me, so you gotta flip it. You have to have a mindset reset right now. You gotta be all out. These are people that know their role. They set their goals. They never quit on anything when things get tough. See, winners never quit and quitters never win. I'm gonna be honest with you. I get nervous at times, but I own it because I'm passionate. Because people didn't join Q, they joined me, and so I gotta lead people. People join me because they feel that I can take them somewhere. They feel that my vision is big enough they can see themselves inside of it, so they go all out with me. That's the goal, guys. If you do something often enough, a ratio will appear. What I lack in skills, I'll make up in numbers. I'll just outwork you. I can't train as good as Mr. Jake Spencer, Miss Sarah Spencer, and some of the other leaders that you've heard this today. But I tell you what, I'll just outwork you. That's how I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna just talk to more people. And then I'll trial and error, learn from my mistakes. How do you think you're gonna get at presenting? You just don't present anymore? Oh, I'll send them a recording. Oh, I'll send this to his op call. No, you need to do the call. You need to launch your people. See, the thing is, a lot of people want to become a diamond, but they're not willing to do what it takes to become a diamond. You're going to go through pressure. You're going to have heat put on you. And then when the times get really tough on the final destination to become a diamond, you might even get cut by some of your people. But you know what? When you go through these 3 phases of going through that heat and that pressure and getting cut, you can't be broken. You're a diamond. And I promise you, when you collect that check, you're going to laugh about all that other silly stuff. I'm telling you right now. I laugh all the time about little things. Oh, I'm thinking about quitting. Well, quit then. You're not derailing me. My vision is clear. I see the clear path where I'm going. I might not be a crown diamond yet, but I will eventually get there, or I'll die trying. Like, where's your focus at? See, your mindset has to change. So you gotta have a hot burning desire. Do you think I have a hot burning desire right now? Bro, I'm more fired up than I've ever been, and I've been in this business longer than any of y'all been here. And I have a hot burning desire. You gotta be so fired up. People are like, what the hell is he taking? Man, he double shot that Q4 before he went on stage. Man, give me some of that. Man, that's crazy. You gotta be committed. Even when the mood has already left you 7 days from now. Because you're on a high right now. You're feeling a certain way right now. But are you gonna feel that certain way when somebody tells you no? When somebody tells you that you're doing those silly things? You know, it's so crazy. They're probably watching this right now because they actually signed up because I showed strength and not weakness, and people follow strength and not weakness. He said I had a popcorn business. He said I had a popcorn business. I said, buddy, if I have a popcorn business, what do you have? Because I spend every moment with my family and I make way more money than you do. So what, you got peanut business? What do you call your business? I'll eat my popcorn all day. I'll be that little mean over there just enjoying the conversations. I'll get so caught up on the negative comments and other people think of you. You can't wonder about what other people think of you. You're gonna have the haters, you're gonna have doubters, you're gonna have people wanting to prove my haters wrong. No, you need to prove the people that believe in you right. You need to focus on positivity, not negativity. See, we're so brainwashed to believe when I'm driving down the highway and I literally see a beautiful sunset, I don't even enjoy it. But if I see a car wreck, I'll slow down and look. Or if I see something crazy happen, I witness it and everything else. You don't enjoy the beautiful things. See, the first thing that I say to my kids when they go out to the ranch, watch out for snakes. Watch out for stickers. I'm thinking of all the bad things that happen, not just the great things, because we're programmed to think that way. So anything bad that happens in our business, we lose gratitude of all the good things that have happened to where we're at now. Let's not talk about the negative things that are going on in your business. Let's talk about some of the great things that happen in your business. Better than that, Advisory Council and Equity Council, please stand up real quick. Just real quick. So, recognize them real quick. Give them a round of applause. Majority of you has all been in a previous business before. Right or out? True. Every single one of you is making more money, I believe, than you were in your previous company. True or not true? Isn't that a huge accomplishment? Y'all can be sitting. But hey, let me say one more thing. Has it probably been tougher here in Q than your last company? Was it worth it? Absolutely it was. See, the time is right now, you know what, can I tell you something? I'm the only one in the Equity Council that ain't making more money than I was in my previous company. Because it ain't my time to shine yet. My time is coming. And I'm gonna keep the mindset right that I will be there eventually. Are you okay with somebody on your team ranking and making more money than you? And if you're not okay with it, then you're not ready to be on the stage. You're not ready to go to new heights. You gotta be committed, even when it's not your season to win. Is your vision big enough? You gotta cast a vision so big that people can see themselves fitting inside of it. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, my vision scares me sometimes. It does. Because I talk numbers that just blow people out of the water of what I want to accomplish. Because my kids deserve to see me win. And they deserve to see me win big. And I'm going to be honest with you. I want to have nice things. And thank goodness I have that FFM program because I do invest a lot more now. But the thing is, like, I rather cry in my nice car than a Honda Civic. I'd rather cry in my nice house than a little house. And you gotta reward yourself. Act, stack cash, act broke. I love how we do things. I think I'm like the oddball of the family because I'm like buying cars all the time and stuff like that. But I have a business with it. And I make money off of it, so I do it in a very strategic way too as well. But no excuses. See, some of you are making excuses why you need to go sit in the hallway and jump on your phone and not pay attention to any of the trainers. Or I need to go out and prospect because I'm so fired up right now, the prospect will be there after this training. Or, oh man, I don't know if I should go to that dinner. Oh, I don't know if I should go to that regional. Oh, I don't know if I should show up on that call. See, you're gonna see yourself out of here. I'm telling you right now. You can't have no excuses. I show up to everything that I qualify to attend, even when I don't want to. I'll walk through that door on a scale of 1 to 10, even if it's a 1 or 2 or 3, you'll think I'm on a 10. I'll high five everybody, I will hug everybody, and you think I'm just like the most happiest guy in the world. Because I leave all my problems outside that door. Because I don't want my pity party to affect you. Because I want you to have a great experience. I want you to take something from this and to grow mentally, physically, and spiritually at all levels of life. Not just your bank account, not just health-wise, because we're not in the health and wellness industry. That's Q Sciences. Q Sciences is professional health and wellness people. We're in the people business. See, y'all thinking y'all have to have the best ingredients, I gotta know all the knowledge, I gotta know all the content. Think about it, anybody that's ever done network marketing before, I guarantee you couldn't break down your comp plan and show me how to make $25,000 a month. You could put a business plan together for me, but you're now worried about the comp plan? No, people join you, not you. And then half the time when I do a presentation, the one thing they say at the end of the presentation, I say, what do you like best about it? They don't say comp plan, they don't say products, they say you. I love your enthusiasm. I love how excited you are. I love your energy, I love your vibe. I can work with you because people want to be around people right now. People want to be lifted up. They're living in a dark world. They just want to be around good people because when they're around good people, good things tend to happen. You have a work ethic, man. Scrolling on your social media page ain't working. Rolling into your back office and check your volume every 5 minutes ain't working. Making a long post that takes like 30 minutes to an hour ain't working. Sorry for all the traction marketing people. It's not working. See, our business plan and our comp plan is built and developed to determine the behavior of the field, the way people act. We're not a company that's always driven by recruiting. It's about developing and building depth. I'm telling you, you build the pods and you have a business that operates with you. You're not trying to be an overpaid employee. You just sign a few people up or you have a few people joining your business. You need to go work with them and stop trying to worry about actually recruiting more people. You go develop your leaders. They have a fresh list to work with. Well, I don't have nobody else to talk to. You got people on your teams list to go talk to. You can go reach out to them. Time management. I got people that are ranking up left and right, putting like 5 hours, 10 hours a week in this. And I have some people that can put 40 hours and they're not doing anything. I don't have that much time. Perfect. I love working with busy people. They tend to get shit done. Sorry, Mark and Jake, that's the first time I ever cussed on the stage. I apologize. I'm trying to catch up to Marielle. I'm just trying to be like a black diamond, do what they do. You get what they get, You know what I mean? Can't beat them, join them, I'm gonna try everything I can in the book. Few skills. Are you developing the skills this weekend to help your team? See, whoever has the most real estate in the room is gonna make the most money. But the people that don't have real estate in here, hopefully you're taking good notes. Hopefully you got them on the virtual. Hopefully you're taking pictures and sending them to them. I'm actually individually promoting every speaker. Every speaker I'm promoting. Brittany Hitch, did I not promote you yesterday to a certain person? And what did he say about that? He was fired up because him and his wife needed that talk. I'm looking at every topic, and I'm looking at certain people that could benefit from that topic. I mean, this is the topic you've got to be dialed in. You got to be laser focused because they're going to be speaking directly to you. You got to act like you're having a one-on-one conversation with me right now. Nobody else in the room but me and you. That's the type of conversation I'm having with my team that's not here, that's watching it virtually, or people that are actually in this room. Production focus. Oh my God. Stop worrying about your third leg. It stresses you out. It drains you. Work with the people that deserve your time, not need your time. Sometimes you have to work where you're not getting paid so you never have to work again. Stop worrying about your third leg. It will eventually come a time where you come to build it. You'll attract the right people. And more importantly, attend all the events. These are the things becoming a diamond, what you need to do. See, my first 90 days in the network marketing industry, not IQ Sciences, but the network marketing industry, I only made $13. A lot of people, if you would have probably like, man, if I only made $13, your spouse over there hitting you, man, I wouldn't have let you done this any longer if you only made $13. So if you made more than $13 in Q in your first 90 days, you're ahead of me. But my mentor said, be here 10 years from now, and I promise you'll be making more money. So I was like, man, you know what? It's $13, but I can make way more than $13 if I just continue to keep doing this. It's only got to go up. It can't get much worse than that. And I stayed the course. But you know what I did? I want you to close your eyes real quick, and I'm going to say some things that I will do. And I want you to think in your head as I'm saying this is what you're going to do, because this is what I did. These 10 things I said to myself on a daily basis every single time I woke up when I was at my lowest. When I was battling depression and stress and sometimes even suicide. Until I met my beautiful wife and she swept me off my feet. I was in a very dark place. But I want you to think about this. I said I will be a top leader in the company. I spoke it into existence. I didn't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to figure out a way. When there's a will, there's a way. When you want something bad enough, you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And I was willing to make any sacrifice I possibly could to get there. Are you willing to do that too as well? And if not, that's okay. You get in where you fit in, and I will still love you, and I'll be your biggest cheerleader. That's what I love about Q. It's not a dictatorship where you've got to build this a certain way. I'm just going to support you in that way that you want to build, because I'd rather keep you in my business than push you out of my business. I will reach my goal, and whatever that goal may be. And I ain't going to stop until I get there. I will be on this stage at the next convention walking, getting my trophy. And my team deserves to see me win. I will be able to tell my story to drive and to be passionate and to inspire and motivate people around the world because of somebody that can relate to your story. I will get $1 million check in earnings. How cool is that when they get checks? Like, I'm so sad because they're not doing it at this convention, they're doing the next one. Like, I'll come up here and I'll be the most happiest person. I won't be the biggest check, but I'll be the most happiest person that dang thing. And I'll be so proud of it because I didn't forget where I came from. And I'm grateful. Because I remember when I first got in business, only if I could make $2,000 a month. Only if I could make $6,000 a month. It kept going, it kept going, it kept going, it kept going. When is there enough? And be thankful for where you come from and where you're at now and then where you were and the personal growth and development that you come. Like some of these people that speak this weekend, they've grown so much. So much. Ethan, if you would have saw him on day one, you would have laughed. You laugh anyways at him because he's funny. But the thing is, he wasn't that good on stage, but now he's a boss. He's grown and developed into an amazing leader. That's why they changed his role. Because Jake noticed the leadership in him and the potential he had, and he stepped in and filled them big shoes. And now he's doing amazing things, helping us lead in so many different ways. I love seeing that. I will inspire thousands of people. I will not quit. I will do this for my family. I will do this for my team. I will be on the wall at corporate. I started speaking all these things to myself. And I made myself believe it was going to be true. See, some of you are like, there's no way I'll ever be up there. There's no way. You won't. You won't with that type of attitude and mindset. You got to believe you will be up here because you saw that first suit that I was wearing. Let's go back and look at that one more time. That thing was loose on me. I think it cost me like $49. It was at a Goodwill store. Yes, I shopped at a Goodwill store. I didn't know my first suit, I was looking at the tuxedos. I didn't even know that's what I was supposed to wear was a suit. I thought that was a suit. And then look at the way I looked there. That was me training in front of 20,000 people. I came a long ways. But what you're seeing in the light right now, you didn't see in the dark. You didn't see the practice that I was doing by watching the top leaders in the company give presentations. You didn't see me watching trainers of different topics and launches and how I need to do that because I wanted to learn from the best. See, whoever holds the clicker gets paid the quickest. You gotta hold the clicker. Stop relying on your upline to do everything for you. Take ownership of your business, and once you do that, watch your business explode because now you're on your time and not somebody else's time. See, what is your emotional why? I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of being in the situation I was in, and I was willing to do something about it. And for things to change, I needed to change. And for me to have something I never had before, I had to do something I've never done before. And I had to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. See, what pisses you off? What makes you mad? What inspires you? What's your rock bottom? Do you want to go back to that spot, or maybe you're even going through that right now? You got to wake up every morning like you're dead broke. You got to wake up every morning like I'll never see my family again if I don't help somebody on my team get an ambassador, get them get a customer. Are you setting higher standards? Because if you set the bar low, you're going to lose all your winners. And if you set the bar high, you're going to lose all the losers. You're going to push all the MLM people out. Woo! I'm looking for business-minded people. See, what excites you? You know what excites me is seeing people win. See, I don't close the month for my rank. I close the month for my team's rank. See, what are you like, oh, you're getting close to rank? And I don't know. I don't look at it no more. I just look at my team's rank and I pull reports to see who's the closest to the next rank. Because eventually I will hit my rank if I keep helping my team win. You got to be passionate. Can't you tell that I'm a little passionate right now? So you got to have the push mentality. You got to push and keep pushing until something happens. What's your purpose? What's your goal? Because a lot of times, this was in college, we had to do a lot of like extra activities and for the community and everything else. And I remember going to this old folks home and it was kind of sad talking to people there because they would talk about some of the things that they wish they would have done. And they talked about some of the things they wish they would have pursued and visited and applied, but they were just too scared of. Like, you can't wait till the last minute to figure out what you want to do in life. That's what I love about this business. You can still go towards your passion and doing. You can do this on the side as a part-time gig until it becomes a full-time gig. And you know what's even crazier? And I don't know if Mark and Jake will get mad at me for saying this, but this is not my number one income. You know what's so crazy about that? It's because I don't stress about my rank anymore. Because I was smart with investing and things like that. Now I get to build this because I truly enjoy building it. I don't care if it's my power leg. I don't care if it's my week. I don't even care if it's sideline. I just love helping people in Q. Why? Because I feel like I owe it to the industry because somebody believed in me to pour their time and effort into me. And it's changed my life. And I feel like I deserve to give that back now. See, you gotta set the right expectations. I'm gonna run through this real quick because I'm running out of time. You gotta let your goals excite you. Short-term sacrifice for long-term reward. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, there's gonna be a little bit of sacrifice. And you need to have that tough conversation with your spouse to be on the same page. Say, hey, got my back, I'm doing this for us. And I promise you I'm gonna come out on top. And I'm not gonna fail you. I'm gonna do everything it takes to take us to the top. Whatever your goals may be, you gotta have them tough conversations. You gotta be available. You gotta be willing to cancel extra activities for your team occasionally. There's times where I'm at sporting events and I'm doing three-way calls. Watch it. And I'm screaming. I'm like, hey, if I start screaming, just give me a few seconds because if my son scored a touchdown or my daughter kicked a goal, and I'll get back on the call. You just gotta be patient with me because I'm at a sporting event and I'm gonna actually have some fun. And occasionally I do that, and occasionally I just put my phone down and it's like, hey, I'm not taking any calls today. Sometimes I don't even take the call for the weekend. You got to know your balance. Don't burn yourself out. Now me, there's sometimes I work 7 days a week. Thank you. Why? Because I want to. Not because you're going to see me make a Facebook post a year later. Oh, I worked so hard, I didn't realize I had a dog. I worked so hard, I didn't realize I had another kid. Or I worked so hard. Like, you get to choose your balance. You choose your balance, not Q. Q doesn't tell you you have to work 7 days a week. They encourage you to go on date nights. They encourage you to take days off. You choose to burn yourself out, not Q.
That's right.
You choose your own path. You gotta have boundaries. Like Ms. Christian White always talks about, you gotta have boundaries. You gotta set them. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Use extra time to make calls and set appointments. Enroll your family in the process. My mom and dad said some mean things to me when I first got in this industry. They said I was a horrible dad. Because literally I just became a single dad, full custody of all 2 kids, and I pawned them off on them to go to North Carolina to see a convention that Miss Sarah Spencer and Mr. Jake Spencer was at. And it was so crazy because I saw Mr. Jake Spencer, they called themselves the system, and all the RVPs and SVPs in that company had this little vest. Nobody else in the team did. They had this vest. I'm like, man, I want that vest. I want that vest. And I saw this lady that hit this huge rank that was a single mom out of that 3 days that inspired me to be great. That one little testimony that was 3 minutes long inspired me to be great. And it changed my whole outlook in life. And I told my parents, I'm sorry that I let the kids on you, but I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna win big, and I'm gonna show you that it was worth you watching the kids, and I'm gonna retire you, and that's the first thing I'm gonna do. My mom hasn't worked in 10 years. My dad has been retired from me now for 6 years. They haven't worked. And I just started my dad a new company because he's on Facebook too much, and I said, you need to get to work or do something. I don't want you sitting in my house the whole time. You gotta get out and do something. See, the difference is what does the above average person do more often than the average person do? They just do it. Let me play a little quick video real quick of my daughter. My favorite daughter.
Let's do it. Let's go.
What'd she say? She said, let's do it, let's go. You just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. In closing, I wanna really have a really tough conversation with you real quick. I'm gonna even sit down for this one. Because I know I'm gonna probably get emotional on this one. There's some of you in this room that thinks that you're not enough. You think you're not good enough for your family. You think that you'll never make them proud of you. Some of you even let the past haunt you. Some of you might have been abused growing up. Some of you might even been molested. Some of you might be going through some dark times in your life and you really don't even realize it. And this is the best thing that could even happen to you, to be around a group of individuals that are headed down the same path and direction as you. To lift you up, to take you to new places. And sometimes people like this need to show you your true worth and value. And that's where I found myself, is when I surrounded myself around people like this, because I was surrounding myself around people that were pissing on my fire and not putting more wood on my fire. I started to surround myself around people that uplifted me and made me feel great, and made me feel loved and appreciated and part of something bigger than myself. They had different type of conversations, as you've witnessed this weekend. There's been different type of conversations than you've seen anywhere else. I started gaining value back. And I want to show you a demonstration that some of my top leaders in the company have seen before, but a lot of you might not ever have seen me do before. And this value was made years ago. And what I'm holding up is a dollar bill. I don't control the worth of this. A group of individuals came together and put a value on this and made it years ago. And if I crumble this up, it's still worth $1. If I crumble it up, throw it on the ground and stomp on it, it's still worth $1. Step on it, crumble it up, throw it in the trash, I still can go buy something for $1. Even if I rip it, I can still tape it together and it's worth $1. You let somebody else's opinion tell you what your worth is. And your opinion of other people is what devalues you and stops you from reaching new heights. And it stops you from winning here in Q or anything in life. See, you know your value. You know your worth. When people made fun of me, even part of the advisory council, of saying how the word success, and I used to say success. I started crying, so I needed to make you laugh. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna go home and practice how to say success. Let that fuel your fire. Let that drive you to be better. See, when I had kids made fun of me when I went down the MLM industry and be a traditional business, when my parents made fun of me, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna show them my value, my worth. I'm gonna not let my past haunt me. I'm not gonna let the time where I take the ACT test 5 times to get in college when I thought I was a failure. And my parents thought I was gonna have to stay home that summer and not be able to go to school and further my education like everybody else in my household. I felt so bad. I felt like a failure. I'm the type of person that has to read a book multiple times before I even get it. There's times where I forget what I'm gonna say on stage. I'm not perfect. I'm not even that great at this. I put on a really good front. I try to pretend that I'm the best speaker, the best trainer, and everything else, and I practice really freaking hard. Because my team needs me. My team bought into me and my dreams and my vision. Just like some of the teammates that are on your team right now sitting in these very seats, they bought into your vision, your path. And they're expecting you to take them to new heights. Don't let somebody else's opinion determine your value and your worth. Because in my eyes, each and every one of you are a crown diamond. In my eyes, each and every one of you are a brother and a sister to me. Each and every one of you is family to me. I expect you to win big here. And I'm not gonna stop cheering you on. And you will never see me leave this room not cheering you on until the day the wheels fall off of Q signs, or I pass away, or my wife kills me, or all my corny little jokes. I'm gonna be here till the end. Or Miss Sarah Spencer say, tree doesn't move, weeds do. Plant your flag, plant your roots. Be here 10 years from now, I promise you, you'll be on this stage and I'll be your biggest cheerleader. And I'll simply tell you that you did it. And your team deserves it, your family deserves it. I'm so thankful that I was able to close out the event today. Hopefully I was able to inspire you and motivate you to do something special this weekend to help your team. I'm telling you right now, know your worth because I know your worth and you're special in my eyes, and I know you're going to the top because I believe in each and every one of you. Thank you so much. I'm Brandon. I'm a Diamond Classic.